It's a V90, so S90 saloon, V90 is estate. I don't know what the word V bit means, but and so it's the estate version of the saloon, but cross country means that it's elevated a little bit in the air, it's four-wheel drive, and has some plastic fairings around the outside of the wheels, and around the front is a little bit different as well, looks different. But I make a declaration right now, this very moment, this is the best car Volvo make. Not because the other cars are bad, they're not, they're just a little bit boring. But this one is not boring. This one is like driving butter. I look forward to driving this car. I went to Barcelona here around the week and I drove it up to the airport at 4 o'clock in the morning. It was fantastic to drive. Really pleasant, beautifully built, beautifully laid out. Everything is basically where I want it to be, and all of the controls are what I want it to be, apart from the heating controls, which are on a touchscreen in the middle. That does make stabby with the finger, doesn't go so well. But forgiving that for a minute, because the rest of the car is just so complete, just so. It has all of the bits I want. It has the responsiveness I need. I don't have any fiddly buttons to make it four-wheel drive or sport mode or nothing. I literally get in, turn the knob in the middle, which is kind of looks like a hark back to the Saab days, where you used to put the key into the centre and turn that. It's responsive. It's pleasant. It's not fast, but then I don't want really exciting fast stuff. I just got overtaken by a truck. Truck just drove by me there. Did you hear it? Because I didn't hear it. It's so quiet in here. Now, on the whole, I would say the XC90 is probably the prettiest looking car in the market at the moment, but it's a very disconnected drive. You don't feel like you're driving a car. You feel like you're driving in PlayStation or something. The S90, fabulous looking thing, absolutely gorgeous, but you really do have to up the spec to get what you want in it. That's one. And two, you're back to that same sort of, disconnected feel. It's just a front-wheel drive car. But is this guy, were you waiting for something or something? Say it. Go on with you. Big truck. Chaos. Chaos reigned at the corner as this person can't figure out how to push the pedal. I am really taken with this. I really am. It does everything I wanted to do. It feels safe. I feel secure. I have active cruise control. I have active lane keeping. I have all the things I want in a car that makes me feel like I am the driver and makes me feel like I want to drive more. I look out the window at it and I feel the desire to go somewhere straight away. I want to go for a spin. It's 8:42 in the AM this morning, and I feel like I want to drive on for the rest of the day. All is well in my world. All is well in the driving world of things. I can't see a downside to this car. I wish I could, because I normally can on this channel. Usually I'll go, yeah, don't like that. But I just can't with this car. And that really puts me in a conundrum, because the rest of the Volvo range is desirable to look at, but to drive, not so. This feels like luxury. This feels like a desirable car, a place that I want to sit and own and enjoy for the rest of my life. And that's a very unusual place for me to be. So if you're in the market for a sort of, I suppose, off-roady feeling estate car that harks back to the original V90s and V50s and all those kind of big cars that Volvo used to make, even like the 850 and all that sort of thing. If you want to hark back to a car like that, look no further. This is Volvo's best thing. This is like Volvo's difficult third album coming out, and it's actually bloody good. It really is. Apart from the heating controls. The heating controls kind of annoy me because they're on a touchscreen. They're easy enough touchscreen, but it's a little bit fiddly. And sometimes on the sat nav, it's electronic problems. Most of it is. Sometimes on a sat nav, you press the thing and you want to set destination, and the button to click the set destination is tinchy. teensy little button, so it's quite hard to see, and there's no haptic feedback on the screen. But I can get over all of that because you don't do it very often. But the heating controls, you do a lot, so you need to put them down there. But the rest of the car, I don't know. I don't have a problem with it at all. Fuel economy, maybe, but it's a big four-wheel drive. I didn't expect it to be a very good fuel economy. It does like 7-something litres per 100 kilometres normally. So like it's not eating fuel. It feels like it's around petrol level of fuel economy, but actually it's a diesel. You'll forgive that for the class-leading stuff I'm sitting in, for that ability to be able to sit here and go, this is just amazing. Now, this junction in Portlaoise it leads out onto a main road, but it comes from a main road, and it can be often difficult to get out of here. Let's just say difficult is a good word to describe it. But you know what? We'll endeavour. It's indicator number, alright, go. Maniac. Whoa, yeah. It's not exactly a massive amount of torque to hit you when you're accelerating, but it's more than enough. I don't know how to explain that one. Normally you kind of go, oh wow, the torque is amazing. It's not really amazing. It's just good enough to get you what you want and to be able to overtake and do the stuff. And the horsepower is just right as well, bang on. This would make a good towing car, I feel. I feel that. It just feels like I could probably tow along a horse box with this thing and I'd be doing fine with it. And yes, it does handle, despite being very tall, it actually does handle pretty well. There is a bit of body roll in it, but you feel a bit better because it's four-wheel drive, you know. Lots of people have asked me to do a steering video. So a video on how to steer a car. So that'll be up this week, okay? That's coming. If you like this review, you could go to patreon.com/thenextgear and donate some money there towards keeping this channel free and independent at all times. You can also just subscribe. Just click the little button down below, the red one, and just hit the subscribe button because that's the most important part. Next to that, there is a bell. You can click that, which gives you a little notification on your phone whenever I put up a video. You can do that too. So quiet. Look, truck, van, Ford Mondeo, Seat Ibiza, Range Rover, Insignia, Passat. Oh, I don't know what that is. A blipper? Is that what you call him? Citroen blipper. This is what happens when I'm driving and I'm slightly bored. There's a Ford Transit modified, obviously, Nissan Qashqai, Toyota Venzes, Golf, Citroen C4 Picasso, bonus points for the Honda CR-V, parked on the side of the road. When I was a kid, I used to know what car was coming on the road at night time by the shape of the headlights. That's no joke. I used to be able to do that the whole time. It was like a party trick. Everybody used to ask me to do it. But since it all kind of got homogenized, it's a lot harder to do these days. But you can still recognize a car from a distance. That's what car designers strive to do, you know. They want the car Ford Focus. They want the car to be able to be recognized from a very long way off. But yet it's new, you know, so it looks like a different model, but yet it's very similar to the model before it. That's why cars all look the same. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. If you like, you can give money on patreon.com/thenextgear, but at the very least, please subscribe. And until the next time, I will see you on the far side.